Yes, hi there. It's Abdull Tarzi. It's a very nice day. Wonderful day here. The temperature is wonderful today. I said some nice stuff about the temperature just a few days ago. I said the temperature should be nicer. What the news people are saying about the temperature is not good enough. The TV is saying today it's going to be warm, it's going to be hot, it's going to burn, and that's just crazy. The TV people, you have to use your mind a little bit and just try to cool it down. Try to say that the temperature is actually pretty good. Your job is to just like if it's warm and hot, just like spring water, like the gardener working spring water, or somebody getting a haircut, or somebody selling pleasant clothes. You have to cool it down. We all work to cool it down. The TV folks, I noticed, both the temperature or the Whirlpool people like Peter Jennings that passed away, or the Tom Moore, he's actually trying to make a very nice area this. He's actually trying to make it much worse. These folks, I just showed that this is a cigarette. He shows it a lot worse. I just see how this beautiful sky is actually very normal. This is $1 million view. This is a beautiful home. This is beautiful areas. Let me show you how nice the river is. How beautiful this whole scene is, and how calm this is. You see how calm these houses are. How calm the traffic works out. There's no problems. Well, the folks they on television, they're actually trying to make some type of like a biblical story of war, or Quran stories of fire and burns. Quran, like Corona. Look at yourself as Mr. Moore. Please. Peter Jennings passed away. Are you really Corona? Are you really sick? Go get a glass of water, walk around, stretch, go outside a little bit like I do, like fresh air. See that? Just go out there, fresh air, and speak outside like I do. And feel a lot better. There's the what we have. I'm not gonna pick on men. There's a lot of issues like that. We also have to. The ladies are nice, and sometimes they show the whole body. That's because I have to do the camera work. I've got to do all the camera work. I've got to show my. I've got to do see only one hand. I've got to do camera work and everything, and speak and write and think, and do all the work. So what we got to do, make sure that the men and women are both presented well on television, on radio, or in teaching, or in any jobs at home. They should both be presented well. So I've got to do. For example, we want to see that if there's a cigarette there, it's not just a man's problem. It's not just my family, because I've got family that are men and women, both smoke cigarette. Also, it's unfair that men has got the intelligence. Man's got, and so same with females. It's really unfair that they're not working enough. They're saying it's just raising family. That's not good enough. She's gonna raise the family. We're all raising the child. Raising a child means how it gets taller, raise, and men and women are both raising the children. The age difference, 107, 105, when men do all the work. Maybe Mr. Moore.
Reporter on life. Mom's door's open. Can you keep it down a little bit?
Can you shut her door for just a minute?
No. Just go keep reporting. We like it, but just keep it down a little bit.
Okay. Well, folks, what I was saying is the age for people is you have to see men and women approximately the same age. 100. Sometimes men does better, like 105, 106, 108. Sometimes we get to 108, 110, 120. They get 104, 105 because we're on television. We're fast. We're efficient. We show our teeth more. We show the brain area more. And I think men does a better job. We walk around more. We wear good sandals. You move around better, and you have good control of your you have a good neighborhood. You see the area well. You have a good, uh, the whole planet is doing well because men. I think the man actually has a better age. That was false. You have to report on that. That's just stupidity. Those are the things I want to report on. 108 age, 110 age for men, 103 and 4 to get it equal for a while for ladies. To get equal because she's had like that for all my life. And Peter Jennings passed away. A lot of other folks who passed away in the business. What else? Three of my presidents of Afghanistan passed away. JFK's passed away. The son she kept. We don't know if she kept killing them, and she passed away at the normal age. Jackie Onassis. Well, what we're saying is JFK is more talented. He walks more. He thinks more. He's just a human. He does more for the earth right now. Like myself, I'm doing a lot more for the earth. And people that are doing well for the universe, for the earth, they live longer. Please get that straight away. That 100 is your age, but maybe men right now may live 5, 10 years longer. Or, another thing we want is equal rights. People that drive a car, men and women both can drive a car. People that own a house. I live in this house. They can't find ways to try to own my house, a lady. You only get one house. You have to train them out because this is a long-term of like husband and wife situation where like Mr. Biden goes to work. The real person in charge is Jill. We didn't pick Jill. We did not pick any Jill. I go to work. I think some other lady is trying to say this is my little student, Mr. Haley, or Mrs. One of my teachers say this is my little student. She's gonna do so well. Folks, I'm trying to get 100 age for us. It's not that 100 age is easy. We're saying that everybody has the right to live 100 age. It's not that hard. It's pretty simple. Let me see. All right, so basically, I was trying to get 100 age for everyone because today the buildings we have they last a couple hundred years. Today we also have some of the nature areas last couple hundred years. We've seen trees last a couple hundred years. Now look at some of the trees that they're saying last 1,000 years. Is that true? Or 400 years? Then also look at how some of the buildings you may have seen in the East or some parts of America that last 400 years. You may go to all the nations. There's some buildings from the 1600s, 17, 1800s. So if the building can last a couple hundred years, then it's a lot more weights, a lot more, a lot more weight and stuff. Maybe human in the future you can last a couple hundred years, 200 years or a couple hundred years. So look at that as well, how we can live, because it's harder to make each person from scratch. Look at all that stuff. I wonder how long the sky lasts. How, does it last for hundreds or thousands of years, the same sky? Or what is the lights out there that they use? I'm pretty sure the people make these lights possible. It doesn't just form from nowhere. I want to see you cover the ground well, how long the ground lasts and the river and oceans. This is like a little lake that we have here, the Nagel. How long does that last? The hills and that house. We want to cover that, right? This is like the ground part of the earth, right there, and your home parts. How long does that last? Then we want to see the sky itself. How long does the sky last? Is it every 100 years, couple 100 years? That they work on these skies to make it right? That's very important. Please keep an eye on all those things because we're trying to get a normal age for a human. We're not really sure how old. We know it should be at least 100. We've seen a lot of people live to 100 years. Even if you smoke a cigarette, that's okay. The sky gets all type of smog. This gets all types of sunlight. The tree here. It lasts 100 years sometimes. This hill is way up there, like a mountain, and it lasts 100 years. That little house on top of the hill can last 100 or maybe a couple more. So if that's the case, some of these mountains might be even a couple 100 years. We think you should try to work out a couple 200 years for people to live, or 100 minimal. But remember that these things that age, see the tree or some of that, we think some of that, if it lasts, some of that heals as long as they keep fixing it. These houses that last 100 or 200 years, with age, they're supposed to look pretty nice. The same thing with this water, 100 or 200 years, with age, that water actually looks better and better. Well, that's exactly what we're trying to do with people's human body as well. With age, you should start looking better and better and better. You shouldn't have these wrinkles. Is there? See, let me get up. Let me show this right here. Is there wrinkles on this hills right here? Is there any wrinkles in this water? So people have to stop using this technology. Is there any wrinkles right there on the houses? No, that's not none of that. That's not true. I mean, that's not possible. There's no wrinkles here in these houses or on the sky. It's a perfect sky. It's a good looking river, and it's pretty good looking road and good looking ground here. There's no wrinkles there. So whoever got this tiny technology, we think it's from the that has to stop. This technology to get you wrinkles, all that's got to end. It's really time to end that technology. That's got to stop. So you can live your normal 100 age or a couple 100 age. You see how straight that is? Where do you see any kind of wrinkles or this on the sky? Where do you see any kind of wrinkles or any problems that shows with any kind of problems with? I mean, you don't see it that much. You don't see it on the tree. You don't see it on some of these things. Yeah, you might have. Well, just thinking, a lot of these buildings may last 100, 200 years, especially like a large river like this, a large sky like that, lots of houses like this, and the trees and bushes like this. So I mean, human can easily last 100, 200 years, and it's part of the nature. Part of nature that you can live a very good, easy, simple life. That's what we're trying to do. So please, also, how we see making people nicer, making people kinder, and also how you're making your planet kinder and nicer. You say better words. Remember, on the peace side, they have they have peace. You have two fingers, for example, right? That's peace. Peace only. That's not good enough. Peace only. That's not good enough. Peace. That's not even good enough. Because you had to say peace and kindness or peace and love, and then you also have another two fingers, so you can find some more. Peace and kind, peace and love. You should have at least 10 good words in your language, because you have 5 fingers here, which I like, and the 5 fingers here. So you should have 10 good words in your language, any language you use, like kindness. Uh, I think I could probably have 10 good words. Good, healthy, safe. You should think about those words. Thinking, that's 4. To wise vision, the beautiful. Uh, I was looking at the sky right now, but beautiful. Uh, we're looking. You should have at least. Now that's like just five things about the human itself, the human body. 5 things about the human body. Okay, 50% is just the human body. It's pretty easy. Kindness, love, healthy, beautiful, happy. Just 50% is about the human body. Remember that, because it's a 50-50. It's 50-50 because we're trying to also have a home in this nature, in the planet. The other 50% is about, let's say, the nature part, or the universe part, or the weather part. You gotta think about it, and you have some good words there. What would I use about the nature here? Well, first of all, it's like 50%. Okay, so it's a 50, like your hands. It's a 50-50 relationship, because you gotta be able to survive. Okay, where are you gonna survive? On Earth. Where are you gonna survive? In your home, which is this planet. Where are you gonna survive? In the universe. And universe is really your home as well. The whole universe is the whole planet, and the universe includes even the sun part, and above the sun, above the blue sky, above the space. So what are some good words? Well, you'll have to think about it. Universe, what are some good, what comes to your thoughts? I'm not sure. That's one of them. We're not sure, but really, we are sure that this has got a lot of good thinking. There's a lot of thinking involved. The universe has a lot of thinking. For all those lights to work, there's a lot of thinking. The sun, the hills, the whole, all those water, all those hills, all those cars. There definitely is a lot of thinking involved in this large amount of space. And this is just one area. I mean, just a lot of thinking how they make the sky, how they make those lights so well, how they make the great green colors, how they make all those blue skies, and the water seems to be, the surface area is, just perfectly straight with the ground, and when you go closer or you dive in, it's you actually you actually go in the water, not like on the ground. How is that possible? So there's a lot of thinking involved. Then there's more. There's a lot more than we can think of. This is a lot of stuff. There's a lot. The universe and the planet Earth. There's a lot of stuff here. There really is a lot of stuff. Then I would say there's a good number of there's a good number of people, and there's good life, and there's lots of not life, and it really is very nice to see the people and live in this universe. That's at least 4, and then the 5th one. Well, I know there's more to this, but that it's pretty simple. There's colors. There's a lot more to this. There's lots of wind. There's things that want to behave the same way as we think they would. Like a tree likes to stand like that. It stands very, very nice. then you see how some of the trees are trying to move around. I myself would like to move around. When I finish, I like to go back. I want to go back outside there. I mean, inside my home and go for a walk. I like to move around just like this. Well, it all has functions. This tree has functions to stand here. My function is I'd like to go walk us around this lake again. There's a guy right there in a bicycle, we think. I can see him. Let's see if I can find him on video. There's a, right there is the guy in there in a bicycle. Right there. He's moving around in the bicycle. He likes to move around. Then the hills has their function. It likes to provide sort of like a way up there towards the sky. It almost acts like a big, like a mountain to kind of get you to move up there, or just to have some type of difference in ground. The ground wants to play a function of being kind of curvy and kind of straight on the ground. Water has a straight surface, and they all add to beauty and stuff. So these are things you can think of, and I think that's kept us. That those are very good thoughts to try to think of good to think of some good thoughts about people, good ideas, good thoughts about our universe and our planet. I mean, this is part of the universe, isn't it? And we can use the planet Earth. Is the planet Earth? Oh wow! Look at this car. The planet Earth. Do you see that car? Oh, so maybe you can see that there. It's a very good color right there. It's way out there. All right, so these are good ideas. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to talk later about this information. This is one of my best information about how simple it is.
You're on TV. You're on TV.
Nuh-uh. No, all right.